على نبينا عليه الصلاة والسلام مدد يا سلطان الأنبياء تاركاتنا الصفا خير في جميع.
We ask for spiritual support and permission and strength, that they shall support us and that they bless us. Where would humanity be? Where would the human be if they weren't the very first human? Where would be the first human if they weren't his Lord? And what would have happened of the first human if the Lord wouldn't have taught him? And without a doubt, we gave Adam, the very first human, all of knowledge. All of knowledge. So what does it mean actually? If we had said knowledge, a piece of knowledge, there could be 2 pieces, or 3, or 4 pieces, doesn't it mean that? But he said, we gave Adam, the Prophet Adam, knowledge, which means all of knowledge. Is that true, my brother? What is included in that knowledge? Is it just 1 piece of knowledge? It can be 2 pieces of knowledge. We gave Adam all of knowledge. And where would be his children if they hadn't gotten knowledge and inherited that knowledge from their father? One child has that piece of knowledge and the other one has that piece of knowledge. So we see that we are the heirs to the knowledge of Adam. Peace be upon him. We didn't think about that like that. What does it mean? And we explained to the human. Explain. It means explanation. So we explained. What did we explain? All of creation. So when Adam was created as the first to appear on stage of creation, on the stage of creation he appeared last, because he is the king. Everything had to be prepared. Everything had to be organized already. Everything had to be put in place already, so that the entrance, only if the entrance is correct, the king will enter. And everything was done in preparation and be put in place, the mountains, the forests, the valleys, the lakes, the rivers, the oceans, the animals down, in, over, in water, underwater, above water, and inside of water. Everything. Everything was already there. All of people, the whole people of Adam, of the Prophet Adam, what do you think? everything in creation, everything that is included in of creation, is it all the people of God? Or is it all a people of the Prophet Adam? New horizons, new windows, new gates, new ways of viewing something, new points of views are opening themselves to us. So when the people were ready, and the people were ready to welcome and everything for the welcome and the entrance was prepared, the king appeared, which was Adam, the Prophet Adam, the human. So what can the people do with a king that has no knowledge, that has no idea that he is king, and that he has a people, and if he is king, that he has an authority how to reign, how to rule and train his people, how to educate them. And Allah says, did I recite it properly in Arabic? And we explained everything to the human. Knowledge, we gave him knowledge, all of knowledge. Do you really think humans got to the point of this highly developed technology we are in right now, that they got there over themselves? No. Edison Sheikh, medicine Sheikh, that Sheikh, that Sheikh. No. Everything is from the heirloom, from the bag of knowledge that Adam had. Depending on era and the maturity and the ripeness of and knowledge, the knowledge of Adam is being passed down. And once the knowledge got to a point where it's the same as Adam had, then it's going to be a peak in this world as well. And technology, with the knowledge of Adam, has reached its peak. Anything further, there won't be any knowledge. This is the end. That people can fly in air. That you can, like one matter, another matter, without getting them close, without those two matters to come closer, and that they can see each other, that they can hear each other, even though there's such a great distance between them. That knowledge for this world, for this planet, and the area of knowledge and the boundaries of knowledge have been reached. It's just like that. Once a country has reached its peak, it's going to fall. Because the fall is happening. How long do you want to stay up there? You have to come down again. I want to go on to Mount Everest. Sure, good for you. How long do you think you're going to stay there? Oh, come down. No. I want to stay there. Oh, good. Once it starts getting slippery, you will fall eventually. German, highly valued work. Where did it get us to? At my times, it was at its peak. Made in Germany. Once you reach your peak, if anything reach its peak, it will fall, because it's like a wheel like a turning wheel. The wheel of fortune, the wheel of destiny, it's turning. And the wheel of the people as well. Everything is bound to a wheel, caught to it, and then it's turning. From up there, it goes down again, and from what's down there, it comes up again. And it's everybody's turn. What a just God. He is justice. There's everybody's turn to be on the peak, but then again, come down again. So after the peak has been reached, then you start flying. What? Relaxation comes. So the Prophet Adam was the first Santa Claus. With his bag in his bag, he came here. Now we know it. Finally, the true identity. It was never known before. He came with his bag, and where Allah put everything inside, all of knowledge, even the knowledge about the atoms, even the knowledge about the neutrons. Normally it's such a lazy creature, but it doesn't move. But right now, while I'm talking, it breaks all the focus, the concentration of everyone. Even the knowledge about the atom. Who brought that? What do you think, my brother? The Prophet Adam brought it to us. Why? Because Allah told him, once He created him, you get all knowledge from me. And all of creation, with all that it contains and that is hidden inside of it, will show itself to you in a parade. He was sitting on a throne, and everything in existence that had been created, visible or not visible, and everything that made it possible for the existence to be visible, the atom, all the bodies of the things that made everything visible, they were introducing themselves. I'm the cat? No. I turned into a cat. And with my friends, in the right order, hand in hand, we brought into this world the cat, the snake, the ox, the snake, the plant, the mountains, all atoms. Adam had a lot of time at hand. Back then they had lots of time. So he had time. And they were going in a parade. There was the cat, the dog, the snake. All creatures, the angels, all creatures were introducing themselves from those beings and the things that closed them in their way, the atoms and the neutrons. And inside the atoms, the neutrons, the protons, the electrons, they all were introducing themselves to him. My brother, you never heard it like that, didn't you? That's why you're here now. He says he heard everything in Germany. MashaAllah. In Germany. Only the German hadn't heard about it yet, so he said only in the science part he knows. We are talking about the non-scientific part, so that your knowledge becomes perfect. It becomes complete. Everything introduced themselves to Adam alayhi salam. And Adam, after parade, he told them, go into my bag. There was a big bag. And he put everything into that bag. The knowledge about the things. The knowledge about the material. The knowledge about animals, plants, angels, word of jinns, everything. He received it. So why? Because he's the king of creation. He is the Lord of creation. And he, the who, the one that is invisible, that actually has no name, he is the Lord of the Lord of creation. His empirical, His Empress Majesty. And all knowledge that people have gained so far is from Adam alayhi salam. Depending on era and ripeness of every people, knowledge appears from, and it's getting out from that bag. Don't you have a saying like the cat is out of the bag? So it depends on the era and time we're in. Just like all prophets from Adam alayhi salam until Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They brought heavenly knowledge with them, step by step, for their people, so that the house of God, which is religion, which is the house of religion of God, could be built. And Sayyidina Muhammad, he put the lid for that, the roof of the house, done, finished. And just like that, Adam came with a worldly knowledge about creation, what it all contains. And Sayyidina Muhammad and all prophets brought heavenly knowledge, slowly, one after another. And Sayyidina Muhammad, he came with all answers to all questions. Humans, everything that they learn in the universities and academias and what they hear and what they tell, they can't get out of that circle of the six senses. They are bound and imprisoned in that circle of the six senses, of the six ways to perceive, of perception. I'm not a scientist, I'm my brother. What you studied, I didn't study it at all, and I will never study it at school. What I'm telling you, didn't you learn it at school? But then you can chase after that. And that is from a high level to the low level of science. They all are bound with their knowledge and with their knowledge about technology inside the circle of the six senses and six ways of perception. But what is that actually? How can it, if you're imprisoned and you are in the ban of the six senses or perceptions, how can you claim that you have true knowledge? Because you should never believe feelings or perceptions. That's why the worldly knowledge is always changing. And always that one thing wasn't good enough, and now it's better. That's how it goes. And then they are swimming in their own ocean of dreams, of knowledge. and they think they accomplished something, that they knew something. And even so, they say, if they might ask a physicist and ask them, haven't you studied physics? What is hidden inside the atom? Sheikh, it's so very easy. It's electron, proton, and neutron, and then the core. So what is that core, my brother? They say the core is made of a certain amount of protons, but together they are the core. Are they that close now? They hug themselves? Are they very close to each other? It's everything, it's relative. Everything is relative. And if you ask the physicists, how close are they? How close are they to the core? How far away is a proton to an electron or to a neutron? Nah, nobody knows. And inside that atom there is a distance hidden between the electrons and protons and neutrons in the core, just like the distance of this world to the sun. How can you put it into a picture? How can you imagine that? Just like with that distance between Earth and Sun. That's how we can imagine. And such a small thing, hidden, visible, the smallest thing there is in all of creation. There's such a distance, and billions and trillions of protons, and depending, and among them there, and between them there's a distance like the Earth between the Sun, and just the smallest thing of creation. What kind of a thing is that? What a phenomenon is that? How do you call it? Who could have created such a thing? And what about what is happening beside those distances? It's just like it's empty. Well, there's air, Luft, air. The Germans say it means empty, right? Mm-hmm. And then our Grand Sheikh says, where there is nothing, empty means nothing. And where there is nothing, there is no being. It's illogic. Where there is nothing, he says, being doesn't exist. There is no existence in nothingness. Why? Our brother knows it. Because from everything, from nothing comes nothing. Oh, my brother, you're going to turn into a great philosopher, my brother. From nothing, nothing begets nothing. Who is caught inside of his 6 directions? Inside his 6 directions, if he is caught in that web, how does he get out? And the knowledge, that worldly knowledge that Adam ﷺ brought, and then it was spread all over, depending on the level of his children, and gave them a certain level of, and until the last days, until the end of times. Isn't it the same? Everything is for this world of hallucinations, of the Fata Morganas, inventions, imagination. That's why they say, I invented something. All of your inventions you do for this world, because here you can invent. What's not there, you can invent as well. We all are made like that. And the prophets came and said, wake up and ask for true knowledge, wise knowledge, heavenly knowledge. As earthly knowledge, it's only in comparison to if you would write on water and write your novel on water, or would build your house on water. How long does it stand up like that? That's why in the end of times, end of days, all hallucination will leave again. And this world and everything that it contains will have gone. Where to? Ask the planet. And if the planet doesn't have any idea, the other planets. And what the prophets were teaching us, and the saints, the heirs to that knowledge of our spiritual teachers, what they are teaching us, want to teach us and explain to us, is that we are no prisoners of our own impressions, of our own six senses. Who got caught will never get out, because in the hereafter, you won't get there with your six senses. It's bound to this planet, to gravity. The gravity of this earth. And you cannot surpass that with your six senses. What do you say? You have 4 elements? 5 elements even? So where's the 6th element? It's about to come. Coming soon. Here on earth you live with perceptions. Allah asks of you, wants of us, what? Look for perceptions or look for the truth? He doesn't say about anything about perceptions. He says he talks about the truth. Truth. Only once we learned about the truth and come out, if we couldn't find any truth, they will get stuck in their own perception. And all of knowledge in this world that been taught in the colleges and universities is based on perceptions and theories. And theories are only probability of perceptions and observations, and has no so-called look of foot. It's not clear. As long as creation has introduced itself to you, how everything works, what is what, and how it works, all thing in this world, it's introducing itself to you, so you shall know then about the things there are. Otherwise you won't never have a true understanding, only make assumptions and perceive and say, on the other hand, could be possible. May Allah give us good understanding and may guide us with His light out of this world of darkness and perceptions into the truth.
Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah. وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ما مر ليالي وطولت دوام اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ما مر ليالي وطولت دوام اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ما مر ليالي وطولت دوام الله 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 Allah. Only one Sultan, only one truth, only one way. Pakistani, only one highway. Fatiha.